whatever you're doing is not working.
That does seem real.
Totally.
What you just said might be the most real thing anyone said about Jada. She's still hung up on Pac, baby.
Yo, I can't get over this fit.
The fit?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
One thing about me is I'm gonna come with a fit.
Yeah. But like, I've seen you before. This is a fit.
Yeah,
Get
I
that
tried
fit.
today for you guys. I was like, I'm gonna try for them. It doesn't happen often, but when I try, things are different. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I mean, the jacket is fucking electric.
Inspired?
Yeah, it's a touch of Valentine's Day, a touch of Sesame Street. That's what I was going for, you guys.
Everybody knows. That's the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Are you a Valentine's Day girl?
Yes and no. Are we podcasting right now?
Yeah, we're podcasting.
Oh, so subtle.
Let's go.
You guys
Slide
are so
you in.
natural. I'm like, should we start? Let me kill the vibe. And should we start the show? I love Valentine's Day.
Yeah?
Well, this year because I have a boyfriend.
There you
But
go.
in the
So I was
past-
going to say, yeah, I feel like it's very much dependent upon your situation, but I feel like sometimes people are either into it or they're like, fuck Valentine's Day. It's Galentine's Day. And
That's
that sort of shit.
dark.
Yeah.
The Galentine's Day thing is sad.
Yeah. I feel like that's where some, you get a bunch of women who are single who don't want to be single together. Because if you're single, you're just like, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
And you're happy about it. You don't care. But when you're like, I want a boyfriend and I don't have one and there's 6 of us in a room together and we're all just drinking wine, it's going to get fucking... It's going to get dark.
That is so dark. I'd rather be alone than having Galentine's Day with a bunch of sad bitches drinking rosé.
And that's like it's a domino effect where like
One cries.
once one breaks, the fucking levees go.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Next thing you know, you're all cramped in the Superdome.
Or it's or it's like one starts to complain and the other one's like, I've been single for like 3 years longer than you, or you know what I mean? Then it's like a comparison and a fight.
Yeah.
It's like,
At least you're not with your one ex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have friends who are like that, who are like, I need somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
I do
course.
too. and,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I don't know. It's because I'm a little older now, or like I have friends who are like that. I don't understand what you're supposed to.
Are you talking about girls or guys?
Both.
Both.
But like, what do you want me to tell you? When people are like, I need a significant other.
I'm like,
oh.
it's actually, but then that's how you don't find them. If you're like walking
absolutely.
around, I need a significant other. It's like
Yo,
people
but
can feel that.
It's like the thing too, where it's like you don't. It's not. There isn't a recipe that we're gonna uncover now that we haven't known for thousands. Like you know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know
So like,
how it works
what
and how
do
it
you
doesn't
want
work.
me to do in this situation?
Yeah.
You want me to console you? Be like, it's gonna be fine. Probably isn't.
It's
Yeah,
probably not
if
just
you've been single this long, you're probably gonna die alone. What do you want me to say?
Even if you're with someone, you could still die alone.
Totally.
You are going to.
My mom, I remember I was sad and I was like, I don't want to die alone. And my mom said, we all die alone. And I was like, Debbie. What
Spitting
the
bars.
fuck, Debbie? That's the first time she ever said anything that dark. And she's married to my dad. And I was like, what? It like
Somebody's got to
shattered-
die first, by the
it
way. Come
shattered
on.
my reality. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? We all die alone.
Yes. Yeah. No, you're so right, though. The girls who walk around desperately looking for a boyfriend, latching onto every single one, or like trying to accelerate the process.
Or
It's
the
like,
ones who ask a bunch of questions first date.
oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
So
It's
where
like,
do you see yourself in 5 years, and what's your 5-year plan? And also,
You know
do you
what
want
guys-
children first date?
you know what guys like? Not that.
Yeah, so scary.
And then it's like the minute that you're just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna like go out and have some drinks, dance, fuck around. It's like, oh, I want to hang out with that girl.
the more you're like free and feral, the more they want you.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I'll take the feral bitch.
The feral, feral within reason.
Have you know the story about that feral chick?
No.
Like actual feral chick. She was like raised in the woods.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you know that story?
She's like German or something, right?
Yeah,
It's European for sure.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's
what?
a movie. She was like she's like an orphan. She got abandoned, and she was raised.
By wolves.
It's like some real
Yeah.
raised by. I don't know
Like
if she was
Tarzan
literally
shit.
raised by wolves, but it's like it is
Yeah.
some real. Like,
pretty much
Wait, a
Tarzan.
real life.
Her name was Jeannie, feral child. She was an American file. I mean, it's actually sad. She was a victim of severe abuse, neglect, and social isolation. But she
But she was feral nonetheless.
beginning she was like, all right, I mean, this is really, really dark. When when she was 13 years and 7 months old, she became a ward of the state, and like they found her and like she had not learned language. She was like kind of walked and like moved and like operated like animals.
Too feral.
Yeah,
You don't want to go that feral if you're looking for love. Just be free.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the literal definition of feral.
Wait, she's American?
I think
it was a guy. I think it was a boy.
Yeah.
Was like a German or somewhere out there.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out there.
There's a couple of feral humans out there.
Crazy.
When did you get a boyfriend?
Recently, like a few months ago.
So is he here? What are your Valentine's plans?
Yeah, he's here. We're going to dinner tonight.
Oh,
You going
plans.
fancy?
I don't know. He made the reservation.
Are you the type that's like, you better impress me with this shit, bitch?
No, it's our first Valentine's together, and I've been single for a long time. So
You're happy with whatever?
I'm like, yeah, this is amazing. We can have pizza, and I'd be like, yeah, he's the best. That's where.
But okay, what, like 5 years in, you better be taking me.
Yeah,
to
5 years from now, who knows? You know what I mean? Like level up. You trying to keep me or not?
I don't think I've ever done Valentine's Day.
You haven't?
I've had girlfriends on Valentine's Day, but I don't think I've ever really done like anything.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you guys do on Valentine's Day? Just like hang out and fuck?
I guess. I don't really.
You never like went
one
to dinner?
time we went. One time I was in college, and my college girlfriend. I was at Florida State, and we went to Disney.
That sounds.
That was fine.
cute.
I find Valentine's Day to be very
You're married.
childlike.
Right?
No, I'm divorced.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't
Sorry to bring that up on Valentine's.
Kevin's having a Galentine's tonight.
You guys are having Galentine's?
we would have a hell of a Galentine's.
You guys having Galentine's
That'd be
would
very
be
funny.
so fun.
Guys can do Galentine. Galentine's for guys it's just called hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is awesome. I feel like when I was like a kid, like when I had like high school relationships and shit, that's when I really did Valentine's Day. I was like, I'm gonna get the chocolates, I'm gonna get like a bracelet for you, and blah blah blah. And as an adult, I feel ridiculous. It's like, I don't know. Let's go. We can go to dinner or something, but what are we doing?
See, as a girl, I'm like, I fucking like it. Because I'm like, it's a love holiday. It's so cute. But I like it this year because I'm in a relationship. Last year, I was like, hey, fuck this day. You know what I mean?
Have you ever like bought flowers for yourself and posted on your Instagram pretending that like someone got it for you?
I have done that to make someone jealous before.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
My mom gave me flowers, and I was like, loving my flowers. Posted on my story.
How old were you?
This
was
was like
6
a
months
few
ago.
years ago.
Oh, dude.
I tried to make this one guy jealous. It didn't work. He was like, cool, nice flowers. You should date that guy. I'm like, fuck, you're right.
Mom,
I
Debbie,
feel
we're
like-
dating now.
Debbie.
This is definitely a coastal elite belief of mine.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel
Coastal
like
elite.
I feel like holidays like this and birthdays, like those are for people who don't do things
Normally, regularly. That's
Yeah,
what I
people
mean.
have no personal life.
like
Yeah.
and I have a girlfriend. We go to dinner all the time. We
Right.
we do shit all the fucking time.
If you're in the Midwest, like Valentine's Day is like circled on your calendar as like, ooh, I'm gonna put on a dress for the first time in 6 months, and we're gonna go to town. We're gonna go downtown. And
It's
we're gonna see a
like- it's like
movie.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, which is all fine and well, but like here, it's like that's why I say I feel silly as an adult. It's like we're always drinking wine and having dinner and going out. I don't know.
And
It's like my
fucking-
grandmother who used to go to church on every day but Sunday. And she
Yes.
was like, Sundays for the fucking...
No.
The rookie.
Yeah. she's
That's
like,
so punk
she's,
rock.
She's like, Sundays,
right? I'll see
Sundays
you
so
on Wednesday,
crowded.
bitch.
Sundays all full and shit. I don't do
Yeah.
Sundays. And like, yeah, like, I'm going to go out tonight on a fucking really busy night.
And
like,
it is. It's busy and it's
It's-
prefixed.
Yeah.
And it's gross.
Right.
I've had some like really gross Valentines. I remember I dated this one guy. He took me to it was the end of the relationship, and it was the Valentine's. It was like, we were supposed to break up, but we had Valentine's Day together.
Oh, the worst.
and it
Like,
was
wait,
just
let's
like, we
just
should
get
have
through
just
this.
fucking broken up. I hate you. It was
Yeah.
one of those. We were together like a while, and it was in college, and he took me to this restaurant, and he tried so hard, and I hated it. It was this restaurant that overlooked, it was in Pomona. I don't know if you guys know where that is, but it was overlooking the freeway on-ramp, and I was like, this is fucking disgusting. And when I went to the bathroom, I stepped in a stranger's vomit.
That's kind of on you, to
And
be
I
honest.
fucking... I've never heard that
It's not his
take.
fault.
Actually, that was my bad. I've been blaming him for like 10 years about the vomit. I'm like, well, if you didn't take me here, there wouldn't have been a stranger. That's so funny. And then he gave me this card. It It was like the relationship was over, and then he gave me this card, and the card was like the nail in the coffin. It had a golden retriever on it, and said, "Then I saw your face. Now I'm a retriever."
Dude, this guy sounds awesome.
That's what all these guys have said. Every time, some guys are like, "I would date him." That's an awesome card.
Great card.
I'm like, yeah, well, we didn't work out.
Retriever. That's great.
I hated it.
That's.
I was this is hacky, dude.
That's the thing, though. That's relationships for you. When you like somebody, that's like funny and cute and clever. When you don't like them, it's like this is so you're the reason somebody vomited on the floor. That card sucks. I hate the way you chew. I hate the way you breathe.
It was that part of the relationship.
Yeah.
Was he attractive?
To me at the time, yeah.
Oof, that's a tough.
That's a
To me at the time.
this poor bastard.
No, he was like, I thought he was so hot, but then I realized now in hindsight that he wasn't. He was kind of short.
I was going through my short fat guys who oink phase.
I was going through my short guy phase. But I'm short, so it didn't really bother me. But because
How short are we talking?
It's like 5'6".
Pretty short.
And I'm like 5'2", so I was like, "This doesn't matter." Yeah, I was still looking up to him, so I was like,
Then we went to an amusement park one time, and I was like, it does matter. Apparently.
Yeah.
On the Ferris wheel. So I feel like when you get out of a relationship and you kind of like, you're not brainwashed anymore, and you realize like, oh, that person's like not good looking, or a total asslash, or what was I thinking?
Yeah, when the pheromones have faded, and you're like, I actually hate you.
your guts.
I actually would be fine never seeing you again.
Isn't that crazy? I always think that's why. It's probably why I never like break up with people, and I just like just beg for them to break up with me, because the thought of being like, when you break up with someone, you are looking them in the eye and saying, I only have one life to live, and I can choose to live it with you or without you, and I would greatly prefer it to be without you. That's fucked.
Dude,
I would rather get cheated on. I'd rather get hit in the face. I'd rather any of it than just be like, you don't want it.
I had to do that, but I didn't do it like I was a pussy about it. I sent a text. I was like, hey, here's the thing. It's not working for me.
What did he say?
He called me. Well,
And
not
you
the
didn't
phone
answer?
call after the text. And then he's like, well, why? And I was like,
Did you read the text?
I was like, I just don't see this going any further. But also, he was a titty honker, and he kept honking my titties. Okay, he was my
Another
boyfriend.
great guy.
He was my boyfriend for fucking 2 weeks. Okay.
That's quick to go titty honking.
And he was like, he was driving me. We were going to a trip, and he just was honking my titties the whole way there. And I was like, dude, the second he became my boyfriend, he couldn't stop honking my titties.
Well, okay, let me say this.
And I was like, no.
There is something, one of the coolest things about being in a relationship is that you just get to like grab your girlfriend's tits and ass and stuff.
Yes.
Like as a guy, you're always just like, you're out in the wild and you're like, I want to grab that ass. I want to honk those tits, but I can't because of societal rules. And now all of a sudden I can. So it's like every time I walk by you, I slap your ass, or in this case, honk your titties.
But it was like...
That's part of the social contract.
No, 100%. I have a boyfriend now, and if he honked my titties, it would be different. The way that this man was honking my titties...
How'd he honk? Bad honker?
He was driving and honking my titties. He was like...
Hey, 18-wheelers can do it.
He was doing this and then honking, and I was like, this feels like too much is happening.
Like you're just sitting there, radio's on, you're like on the road trip,
and
just
my
getting
tits hurt
squeezed.
because I was about to get my period, and it
Low
didn't
iron, huh?
feel good. He just grabbing my tits, and they hurt, and he's got one hand on the wheel and one hand on my titty, and I'm like, this needs to end. This needs to end.
You just let it happen for a while?
I let it happen. I just, because I was like, it's fun. I guess these are his titties now, right? and then a few days later, I was like, no, I don't want to date him anymore.
No more honking. And it was
They're still my titties.
They're still
it was
my
a legit like a stress ball honk.
It was
not like a sensual type
it was
of.
gross. It was like a stress ball. It was like like the chef from South Park. Isn't that the guy? I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not a big South Park guy.
Okay, never mind.
I do, in his defense. Now, this would drive me up a wall as well. I'm not a toucher. But in his defense, when you're like, it wasn't good, we don't have a rule book for titty. Like, there's nothing. I don't know. You know, like the vagina, you got the button there. You go in and out. You hit that thing, that sponge thing. We know the fucking buttons.
Right.
I don't know the buttons on a titty.
Well,
Do
No
you,
one,
do
like-
you squeeze? Do you rub? Do you pinch? Do you honk?
Do you just
I mean,
place your hand on it? Like, what's a titty?
you could
do?
graze a titty.
crazy.
You could pinch a nipple. That would be hot. But either way,
You're telling me I can understand in maybe the heat of the moment. If we're riding in the car,
Yeah.
and I reach over and pinch your nipple, that's
I
like
prefer that than the
that's
honk.
like you really.
Than the honk.
You'd rather your nipple get pinched than a honk?
Am I making all of everything I'm saying no longer valid?
I'm just saying. Not in the heat of the moment. A nipple pinch hurts.
Did you
nipple
try
pinch?
saying uncle while he was repeatedly grabbing your titty?
By the way, can you close your eyes and just with one shot touch your nipples?
Yeah. Right now.
Like yeah. Like you can't you can't
okay,
like
okay, you guys are
you
making
can't like
you're throwing me off
but
now.
like you can't like touch and be like, oh, I made it, like move over an inch. Like you have to nail it on the first
Yeah, I know
contact.
where my nipples are. Ready?
Yeah.
You nailed it?
Did you get it? I mean, you have to tell me.
Guys, I
We're on the
nailed
honor
it.
system here.
I found my own nipples.
we laugh. Jackie can't do it.
Yeah, our producer can't do it.
What?
Mine got moved, so I'm
Yeah.
at
Oh.
a disadvantage.
Your nipples got moved.
They got moved.
They had to be trimmed down from bologna
Her
to
boyfriend
pepperoni.
wouldn't stop touching them.
She got honked. They just kept growing. Every honk it went shh, bigger and
He's like,
bigger.
I was all proud of myself that I could find my own nipples.
I
was like, yeah, I can do it. That's something I can do.
we just did this, like we were recording the regular podcast before you came in, and I did the same exact thing as you did, where I was like, I threw the jacket open. It's like I can fucking nail.
Can you?
it.
all right, how about this?
I was like,
Can you go cross, like left to right, right to left?
Yeah.
of course.
I kind of missed.
Hold on.
I missed. I missed on that.
Of course, you guys.
Well, you're a woman. You're in.
I'm
You're
a
in tune with
genius.
your
I don't know what else to tell you. I can touch my own nipples, crisscross
Okay,
them.
here's
Big
the other
toe,
thing, though.
got it.
Got
I kind
it.
of missed, to be honest.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. If that guy was 6'3", rich and chiseled from Stone, you letting him honk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't really mind. It's not.
I
it's not that you
didn't
mind
like
the honking.
him. It was
yes.
it was the man that
The
was attached
honker.
to it. The honker was the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the problem. That
Yeah,
is
I'm
the
glad we
problem.
got to the bottom of what that was.
Yeah. So if it's always if you're hot, you can get away with
A lot.
probably
more.
literally murder.
A lot more.
He could probably murder you, and you'd be like, "That's okay. You're hot." Now I've been murdered by a hot guy.
Oh my God, he murdered me.
I'm gonna
Do
be
it
like,
again.
"Sure,
Do it again, Daddy.
How did you meet this boyfriend?
Raya.
Yeah. Fuck Raya. Won't let me on.
Really?
Yeah.
You can get a referral.
I got a referral. I still got denied.
They should let you in.
Just like such a bad boy, you know.
You don't want to
Just
be on
too
there.
hard for the internet.
It's fucking.
I've
just-
never done any dating apps ever in my life. I kind of missed it and then
Married.
once I was divorced, I was like, I'm not.
You've
I don't
never
know.
been on any dating apps?
I've never been on a dating app. No, I've never signed up for one. I mean, I like Instagram is my dating app. You guys don't need any
That's
more than
better.
that. You know what I mean?
That's actually better.
Like,
Yeah.
you guys know this already exists. It's called Instagram.
Yeah. What about you?
I did Tinder back. I never met someone I did Tinder before when it was like almost like a chat room. Like it was like the very birth of
John
Tinder.
made Tinder go viral, pretty much.
No.
Yes. It was an early day of Tinder where he told everyone, like, here's a good pickup line. Ask the girl you're chatting with, how many push-ups can you do? And all of a sudden,
I was like,
and
know.
it got to the point where it started getting used so much. And I think Tinder also did start kind of like in the Northeast, which is where we were like popular, that it would be like a guy would send it and they'd be like, I'm a Barstool fan too, or like, I know Feitelberg also. So it took
got-
over the website. Or
It got
the
big
app.
enough that like in their New York Times when they went public, I think they were like they played dumb. They were like, we still don't know why, but it rocketed shipped in like
Exactly this day.
in the Boston and New York areas or
Yeah.
something like that. I was like, I fucking know why.
That
you
was,
need them
that
to
was just for
sponsor
free.
you, dude.
I know.
Get
It's
the
like,
face of Tinder. Come on, Tinder. You're sleeping on it.
we've shaken that tree.
No.
they already got their value. They're not interested in any reparations on that one. They're all set on that one.
Well, do you want to be on any dating apps?
No.
Do you, Kevin?
No. I find it to be very
Thirsty.
off-putting. Yeah, like
It is. It's horrible and horrific.
I don't
Yeah.
like texting like either. We're like not that I don't like the act of texting. The act of texting is fine, but like I don't have good tech read. Like I don't pick up what you're saying.
John doesn't have good read on anything.
Yeah.
I mean, he misses all the signals. But I could see it being even worse for you.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are they mad right now? I guess it's just anxiety and I get anxious, but like, I don't communicate well via text.
There was a TikTok that went viral the other day that was like, here's what texts seem like to someone with anxiety. Like, okay, you're mad at me.
Yes.
Okay with an exclamation point. You're really mad at
That's
me.
like when
yeah,
Kim
all
texts
those
me,
things.
I'm like, I'll text her, okay, and I'll put like a heart.
Mm-hmm.
She'll text me, okay, it'll just be okay with a period. And I'll be like, is everything okay?
Yes.
And she's like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
She communicates like a man. And I'm like, this is horrible.
No, I think that I don't even know. I mean, I feel like that can go both ways, guys and girls. Probably you're right, more so guys, but like, it can. You get in your own head on okays and like no problem or sure. She's like, hey,
Oh,
do you want
sure.
this for dinner? Sure. It's like, really? Is that okay? It's like, yeah. I said sure. It's fine.
Sure.
No big deal. But
but there's also the part where like,
KK, haha, instead of a ha ha ha. You know?
but we all do know
LOL.
the
single LOL. Oof.
we know the things. So it is another language, and then that's where I get confused when like you say sure, and I'm like, are you sure? And like, yeah, I said sure. And it's like, well, but you know what
You know
sure
that
means.
sure. Yeah, you should.
So,
you
like-
should.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's actually why I've gotten more and more out on texting as things have progressed, where it's like, I just feel like it doesn't feel like I'm participating
The
in a real
worst
conversation.
thing ever is a K.
Yes.
Yeah.
But everyone knows that.
So if
and
you
then someone
send
gives a K.
then you
and then
actually mean.
and then you
okay,
pretend
then
you're like,
an
no, I
asshole.
meant I said okay. Like, no,
Yeah,
you
you're
fucking,
being a dickhead.
No, I love pulling out a K if I'm pissed.
Yeah, but you're doing it with purpose, you know.
With intention. A
Yeah.
well-placed K.
Ooh,
Ooh, that
can
could
do
change the day.
damage. It can
Yeah.
do
See,
damage.
a well-placed K is
ruin a
like
day.
I feel like when someone sends that to me, they're like it's almost like I have anxiety when I don't know. But like when you give me a well-placed K, I know for sure what you mean, and I go, I'm pissed. And like I know. And I'm like, all right, they're fucking furious. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like if
you-
you're really pissed, just put the K. I don't need sure. I can't read in between. Just the K is the ultimate. I'm pissed.
What about when you start seeing somebody and you text them a lot because you like to talk to them?
Yeah.
And then you kind of get in that mode of like how frequently you text.
And then they don't text
and then
you.
like once you start to get more comfortable or whatever, it falls off. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
you haven't
nightmare.
texted me in 35 seconds. You must be mad at me. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
proliferation of the exclamation point has ruined texting for me.
I put it on every. Like, once I went through that,
Whoa.
in like you know,
You use it?
I dealt with so much shit like, you know, okay, oh, are you mad at me? Like I just put an exclamation point on everything.
I think a lot of
you
people.
See you tonight.
Are you
Can't wait for
fucking
dinner.
crazy?
Like
I never use the exclamation point.
I at least the
Gotta.
people I communicate with, it's used so often that I feel like I'm being the rude. Like, 'cause you just kind of start to understand language. Where like I
I
feel like I'm being
getting
the rude
yelled
person.
at. If I see an exclamation, I'm like, why are
Yeah,
we
but-
moving like this?
yeah, but you'll never mistake it for like angry. Or like
Well,
they're
maybe.
mad at me. Not
'Cause
really.
if someone's
Unless it's like fuck
angry-
you.
Caps
But-
locks is angry. Exclamation point's excited.
Caps locks. Dude, imagine just sending a casual text in all caps. Mentally ill.
Hello.
Missing you. All caps. So scared.
Yeah, but like if you throw an exclamation point on the end of missing you, it's like, oh my god, they really miss me.
They really miss me.
You know?
Yeah.
All that shit's very real.
But I use them so sparingly. Those exclamations.
Maybe it's an East Coast thing. It's a lot of exclamation points over here.
Where are you originally from?
LA.
My group.
You're
of
originally
friends.
from LA. That's
I'm
why
an
you're
LA
a
bitch.
psychopath. Yeah.
That's why I look like
Where the fuck do you think I got this
Cookie
jacket from,
Monster.
dude?
You know what the real problem is with the dating apps is that those led you guys to giving up
You guys.
entirely the power of the pussy. Because it just became so easy for guys to go on like 5, 6, 7 dates a night where even if you strike out 4 or 5 times, you're hooking up one night.
Who's fucking on the first date from an app, though?
Well, maybe I'm wrong because I
You're
don't
wrong.
know, but I'm saying that it became like it used to be. If you wanted to get laid or find a girl, like it was pretty. You had to go out and like hope that someone at the bar you're attracted to them, they're attracted to you, and then it's got to click and all that shit.
I feel like
And
Tinder
so
is very let's fuck.
Yeah, but in those moments, it was like, oh, like this chick's hot, and she seems to like me back, and like maybe I'll get her number. Maybe if you're really lucky, you go home right away. But like if it's not, it's like the next time I see her, maybe I will. And then in between, we got a text and all that. Whereas, yeah, Tinder is just like, do you want to fuck? No, okay. You want to fuck? No. You want to fuck? Okay. And you just move on until you find somebody, and then it's like you no longer have the power.
Do you know what is fucked up? Sorry. I just thought of this. You know, okay, they do this thing on the dating apps you wouldn't know because you're not on there, but they do this thing where you go through all the options and then they said, do you want to unlock more options for $12.99? And you're single and you're alone, so you're like, yes, I want to unlock more dick. And you unlock it and none of them are hot and none of them match, and then you're like, I could have gotten a coffee.
Well, what do you think
just
about
so you
like
know, they do the same thing to children. With apps, like, do you want this outfit for 30 cents? And you spend the next thing you know, you're fucking $300 in debt.
I know how that goes on fucking Roblox. What do you think about like the if you find a guy who was on Tinder for $500, that like ultra package? It's $500 a month.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Tinder offers a $500 a month package. That's like you get the extras and like.
No, I'm not paying that. That's a fucking insane.
No, you probably. I mean, if you're a girl and paying for the $500 a month,
You're
I
a
think you're
pig.
pretty crazy.
You're a
a fucking. But what would you think if there was a guy? You just like you're talking to a guy. Maybe you didn't meet him on Tinder. You met him in real life, but you find out he's on Tinder and you find out he's paying $500 a month.
He's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Right?
I would
I'm
tend
sorry,
to think the same thing.
Have you never fingered anybody? You're paying $500 to be on Tinder? That's sad.
never
But maybe
figured
he's like $500 doesn't mean anything. I don't give a shit.
That's true.
Well, okay,
Got
that's
money
different.
to burn.
Well, that's different. That changes everything.
Again,
Actually, I love this man.
Is
Is he available?
Is he 6'3" and rich? Then it's okay.
It's okay.
How long were you single before this boyfriend?
Oh, from 2021. 2 years.
That's not that long. I mean, I guess it's kind of long.
It felt long.
I mean, yeah. What's long to one person? I don't know. 2 years.
Well, I was in a relationship that I was so happy that one ended. Fuck, dude.
How long did that go for?
A year. We lived together. I was like, but I didn't get rid of my apartment because I knew.
Say what?
I had my apartment, but I like moved in there, but I was like, I'm not getting rid of my apartment just in
Oh,
case.
so you moved in with him.
Moved in with
and
him.
kept your.
I kept my apartment.
Did he know that?
Yeah, he knew that.
I have never heard of a more doomed relationship. Hey, babe, you want to move in? Yeah, but I'm going to keep my place for the inevitable crashing and burning.
Keep
Yeah.
lighting a couple grand on fire a month, though.
Just
in
yeah,
case.
that's
he,
crazy.
He was very wealthy, and he would get mad at me for taking too many baths. And I was like, hey, fuck you. I'm going to go take another bath.
Well, time out.
How many baths are you taking?
How many baths we taking?
A bath a night.
That's not too many. It is a lot, though.
Are you?
He said the water bill was high, but he was a millionaire.
Oh, if you,
See-
I mean, okay.
He was a millionaire, and
I
he
would
was
not
buying
complain.
crypto.
Well, he's probably not a real millionaire. That's the thing.
lost $100,000 of crypto, and then I was like, I'm out.
If you're complaining about the water bill, you're a fucking loser. I thought he was being like, you're a bum. Get out of the fucking tub. You're in the tub all day.
No.
How much could the water bill be for a bath a night?
And he
It's
was
like,
buying little froggies for $100,000. He was buying like $20,000 frogs, and I was like, okay, this doesn't really make sense because you're trading like cryptodes or whatever they're called.
Oh,
like
man.
he
Oh,
was
this dude's broke.
he was so into the fucking NFT game, and I was like, yeah, but you're losing so much money. Like, stop complaining about my baths, bro. You lost $80K from buying the World of Women NFTs.
as cool as the
even know
honker guy is how big of a loser this other guy is. that guy. Yo, I can't. I've never even thought about.
I guess
water
I
bill?
could see doing the water bill because
No.
no.
What?
Where if it's like, because I can't realistically complain about you just being in the bath for so long, but like
Here's a
eventually,
tangible thing,
like
like,
here, like
yeah.
I can complain about this. Like
Here's how
you know,
much I
like-
hate you. 84
Like,
extra
I
dollars.
can't complain.
and shit.
You're being too relaxed for a lot of the time. Like,
Yeah.
And he was crazy. He would be like, can I show you the way to load up the dishwasher? And I said, listen, this is how I load up the dishwasher. If you have a problem
That's a
with it,
thing. That's very much a thing. I
Oh,
feel like
you
that's a thing.
relate
Like
the dishwasher, the
people
placement
have
of
their way.
cups.
Where do you put the bowls?
I'm fucking. an artist. I freestyle. I go. Psh,
Oh,
if it's
Picasso
in there,
over here.
yeah,
You two are
get rid-
nightmares, I bet.
What are you? Oh, so you relate to the OCD dishwasher
No, but
behavior?
I mean, I'm just saying I have a way that I do it.
I bet you do.
So if I'm doing it that way, like, just let me fucking do it. You know what I mean? The people who, like, swoop in and they just, like, I put it there and all of a sudden they just took it and moved it. I'm
That's
like,
what he would do.
that's annoying.
He would be like, "You're doing this all wrong," and I was like, "Listen, do you want to fucking do it?"
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. I mean, I also, like if you did something blatantly stupid, like, let's say you put a fucking pot in that, like, the little spinny thing is going to, like, hit it or something like that, right?
Right.
I would still let you do that. And then when you leave, I'd be like, I'm going to
Do it
fix
behind
this.
my back.
Yes, don't, right in front of my face, be like, moving this. Like, I put it down, you move it. I put it down, you move it. It's like, but then I've gotten to the point where if that's happening, I'm just like, I just kind of like transition to them doing it. You know what I mean? I just like walk away and all of a sudden they're doing it. But I did, where do you put the bowl? Like a cereal bowl?
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, anywhere that I can.
Okay.
In a cereal bowl sized hole.
Yeah. What do
The
you
dishwasher
mean?
is open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first thing you're putting in is a cereal bowl. Where do you put it?
Okay.
How
Very
big
first
is a
one.
cereal bowl?
Front row, bottom.
Not me. Top shelf.
Hop.
I'll get. Oh, they'll get to the top.
But
Top.
like if it's crowded.
Yeah.
But your first option,
First is front row, bottom.
bowls and plates are bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
Cups and shit are on the top.
Yeah, because they're heavier. The
No, I
bowls
put
are
my
heavier.
bowl on top, baby. It's getting clean.
I can't. I mean, again, I don't really care about it. But when the first time I saw that, I was like,
But the front row, bottom only holds like 4 bowls between the first 2 rows. So like, I'm
but
I'm doing ice cream
I
with
kind of do
cereal.
like front row. I do like edges almost.
See,
Of the
he's
bottom.
crazy.
Yeah.
He's a
Edges.
murderer. We find out he's a murderer.
Yeah, like along the side almost.
No.
He's OCD with
I
this.
just go front 2. They face out.
They're up or they're down.
Up.
Guys,
See,
I
if
just
you
throw
go-
this shit in there, put a little soap, and say, "I'll see you when
Have
you're
you
clean."
ever wondered why the fuck dishwashers take like 3.5 hours?
Yes.
What the fuck is that? If I'm cleaning a plate by hand, and I understand that the dishwasher will get them more clean, but not like that much longer. That shit runs for hours.
Hours.
And it's
You
just
ever cook the
water.
salmon in there?
No, I've seen white people do that
What?
on TikTok
Yeah.
though. You wrap up your meat in tin foil, and you put it in there, and it's like hot water.
That's fucking disgusting.
I mean, it's not,
but
a
but
dishwasher
it's,
salmon?
Sous vide.
It's the same thing as like boiling it with like hot water sort
Let's
of thing.
just do that. I don't
But
need
it's
it
it's
in
not
there.
dirty water. You don't put the soap in. You know.
Okay. I just don't like the vibe of anything
me
you're
neither,
telling
me
me about
neither.
cooking salmon in my dishwasher.
Would you clean your vibrator in the dishwasher?
No.
That seems like a fair game.
I was like, maybe I should start though. That's actually kind of a good idea.
Yeah, because you think about it, it probably needs a good scrub down after a while. You know,
actually.
like not
I'm gonna go
just a
home
little
and
like.
throw that in the dishwasher.
Anywhere I want.
Yeah. Right next to my cereal bowl.
So this boyfriend is what made you like pull the trigger and settle down?
I really like him. It was like,
Old fashioned.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I really
I
like him.
enjoy
And
his presence.
He was, because I before that I was dating someone who was very non-committal. He was like 50 and he didn't want to have kids and he didn't want any of that stuff. And then I started dating this guy and he's already a dad. He's a single dad. And
Shout
Wait,
out.
so you're dressed like this and also are responsible for a child.
Yeah, somebody calls you stepmom, huh?
not yet, no, because we haven't been dating that long. I
How
haven't met his
old
kids.
are the kids?
man.
He's a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Wow. Yeah. Shout out to him. I know that game.
7-year-old boy or girl?
2 boys.
2 boys. So what are you gonna do in like a year when the 7-year-old's bigger than you?
Be like, I gotta go. I have a set. Comedy.
Yeah. So you're gonna be stepmom if you have your way?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I mean, I'm open to being a stepmom, but I'm not like I need to be a stepmom or I'm out. Like we just started dating, so. But yeah, no, the things about him that I really liked were because most of the guys in LA like don't want kids and they don't want to be a dad, and I've been wanting to find a partner who wants children, and that's really not something that's happening in LA.
Really?
They're like,
just like all of LA?
The men that I was having entanglements with, to quote Jada.
Shout out Jada.
Shout out Jada. None of them wanted kids, no. And none of them wanted to really like define the relationship. And so
I mean, when the whole town is predicated upon like fame and money and success and fucking, you're probably not gonna find many people
yeah.
who are like, I want to have like the American dream, like white picket fence and all that, you know?
Right.
So you're just looking
And
in
then-
the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly. And then yeah, and so he had kids and I liked that.
Is he gonna have more kids with you though?
I don't know.
It's a
It's
big,
a new relationship.
It's a big part.
Yeah,
It's
we're
a new
getting deep.
relationship.
We're getting
Yeah.
deep. We're
You guys are asking me some serious questions. Like, where do you see this relationship going?
He actually paid us for this whole interview.
Is there a wedding in the works? Like, what's happening? I sit down on the couch on Valentine's Day. All of a sudden, you guys are like, do you guys?
Do you believe
Is there a
in true love?
prenup?
Or not?
Is there? No, I guess not. What did you think of Jada and her whole?
Bitch.
Yeah, she was tough. That
It
was
just came
tough.
out. I don't even know. You asked
That
me,
was
and
great.
it was
I
like
like that.
Tourette'sy, a bitch. That's the first thing that came out. I don't know. Jada's off. Jada's obviously off because if she wasn't off, Will wouldn't be acting all fucking crazy either.
Yeah,
They're
like
both unhinged. Get them out.
I think it flies under the radar though. That they're both Scientologists. Like no shit.
yeah,
They're
They
they're all
are?
fucking crazy.
yeah.
They're, I don't think they're like full blown, but they are for sure
I believe.
associated and into it. And
I
all that
believe
shit.
Will Smith like fully. I'm gonna let's do some research.
or they deny it, but it's like, yeah, of course you deny it. Like, that
there are
was-
at least rumors that he funded like the Scientology school in L.A.
I mean, I'll tell you something crazy about Will Smith.
Go
When
ahead.
I used to work at Bloomingdale Studio Services in Los Angeles, before I was a comedian, Will Smith's stylist would come in and she would buy 365 pairs of Calvin Klein underwear for Will Smith because he needs a new pair of underwear every single day.
I
You guys,
have wanted to do that with boxers and almost down to t-shirts as well. I want like every t-shirt I have, as soon as I wash it, it like shrinks up or it doesn't feel the same or doesn't fit the same. I want to be the most wasteful
so
fucking
365 pairs of
Yeah.
Calvin Klein underwear. You wear them once and that's it.
done. See you later. That's so great.
We didn't have
That's-
enough for him.
Yeah, of
they
course
had to
not. That's
special
insane.
order it. Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
But it's also
I
like
forgot about that till right now.
like you just never have like the thing about it when you have underwear, you never have to worry about laundry.
365 pairs.
Well, how many days in a year, babe?
Just one
You
for
do
every-
the
but
math.
that's like kind of it's piggish.
Yeah.
Totally.
7 days, 7 pairs seems like a good amount.
Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. It is so incredibly wasteful and such an
14
asshole move,
pairs.
and it's
I
so
actually-
awesome.
Just this morning, I discovered that my cleaning people have been, and I use this word very loosely, hiding my underwear on me. I've been buying
What,
so much.
Putting them in the drawer?
What do you mean
It's a
stealing
drawer I
them?
didn't use.
That's basically hiding.
I've been buying so much new underwear and so many new pairs of socks.
Because they've just been stashing them over here
And
instead of over there.
I was like, what is this drawer? And it was just full of underwear and socks.
Well, now I don't know where I fall on that one because on the one hand, they don't know. And they're just like,
Yeah.
I got to put all this shit somewhere, so how about here and
time my
there?
vibrator
But on the
was
other
missing.
hand, it's like, you
One
know,
time my vibrator was missing after my cleaning lady came. And I'm like, did she take it? Did she throw it out? What happened?
what
You never
did
found it?
happen?
I don't know. I never found it.
You never found it? Well, I mean, it's gone?
It's gone.
She took that shit.
She stole it?
I mean, that's the only
How else?
explanation.
I mean,
Or maybe she threw it out and was like,
maybe she's like religious.
She was
She's
like,
this
this
is a
is
sin.
this is dark.
What kind of vibrator was it?
It was pink.
Was it like an intense one or just like a standard
It
one?
was like a plasticky, like it was a long time ago. It was
It's not like you have
a
one of those,
rabbit.
like,
It was like a
dragon-
rabbit or something.
Yeah, it's like the standard shit, right?
Yeah, standard
If you had
vibe.
some like horse stick thing, I could see someone be like, oh, this girl needs help.
Expensive. I'm gonna sell it on eBay. By the way, Will Smith did fund a Scientology school.
Yeah, I mean they're totally crazy, and they keep both of them like would put out statements being like, we like have an understanding and we have like a love for each other that people don't get, and it's like, Well, yeah, like Will Smith seems horribly sad all the time and acting out, and you seem like a fucking bitch who can't move on from Tupac. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing is not working.
That does seem real.
Totally.
What you just said might be the most real thing anyone said about Jada. She's still hung up on Pac, baby.
All the shit she said, like people like kind of truth. Like fact checked it, and they were like, "You didn't go to prom with him. You didn't do this with him. You didn't do that with him." It's like,
dude, that's gotta suck.
She said she went to prom with him.
I think so. Yeah.
She hallucinated a prom
It's
with
like,
Tupac.
get out of here. Or like he proposed while he was in jail, and it's like that the timelines didn't match up. It's like you're just lying.
If you can't date a girl or a woman who's whoever loved a dead person. Because you can't
never reach that.
Because you can't live up to it. Like you'd be in arguments, you'd be like, he would have fucked up by now. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Just
right.
so you know.
You know what it is? to stick in that same realm, like Biggie and Tupac are like, oh my god, they're the best rappers ever. By now, Biggie would have had like 3 or 4 albums that fucking stunk. But he has 2 classics, so he's the greatest ever. And it's like, he would have had, Jay-Z had, Magna Carta, Holy Grail. He would have had one of those too.
Dude, I feel like Tupac would not text me back. That's the energy that he puts out.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Listen, I
like,
don't mean to be rude, but I don't think you're getting a text back from Tupac. I don't think.
At least I'm self-aware.
Yeah, number one most important trait to have: self-awareness.
I do an exclamation. What's going on, Pac? Did you not get my last text?
So what are you on the road now these days, or what?
Yeah, on the road a lot.
Ugh, I don't know how you guys do it.
I go to Austin a lot now. So the mothership is there.
We went to Vegas, and now this week we're gonna go to Daytona, and then we got to go to Chicago. It's like 3 weeks in a row that I'm traveling, and I am like such a bitch about it. I'm like complaining and whining.
I'm such a bitch about it too.
Really? But aren't you doing it all the time?
I do it all the time, but I try to do it as little as possible. I haven't seen you guys in a few years, because I'm like, I'll get there.
You like Austin?
I love Austin.
So wait, you guys did Rogan a couple times now?
Yeah, we did it twice last year.
But within like this
last
year.
Yeah,
right.
we did it in May, and then we did it in December.
That's pretty dope to get the call back that quickly. Because I feel like when you go on Rogan, you kind of if you went well or not, or people received it well or not, and you might tell yourself, it was fine, but if it didn't. But if you get the invite back within a matter of months, that it went well.
Yeah, well, the first time Kim and I ever did it was in 2014.
Oh, you did it way back then.
With Tony Hinchcliffe. It was me, because we did Kill Tony, so it was me, Kim, me and Kim and Tony and that was in 2014.
That's kind of a little different though. If you had done Kill Tony and then
and then
everybody.
We got invited back last year, 10 years later, and then we got invited back again. But now we're friends with him, so it's kind of different.
You doing ice baths and shit.
No, we can smoke weed and hang. It's just like you're shooting the shit with your friend, so it's a little different now. Mm-hmm. Whereas before it was we've known him for a long time. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Were you did you see like a change in things when you went on? I feel like that Rogan effect did not, once you went to Spotify, it was not really the same.
No, yeah.
It used to be like, your career
It used to be
like
I remember when I did it in 2014, I got so many followers that my Instagram was like, it was basically like, we have to make sure these aren't bots.
Really? Like slowed you down or whatever?
Yeah, but now it's different, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Zuckerberg. Let this shit roll. Let me get my followers.
Fuck you, Zuck.
Would you rather fuck Zuckerberg or Elon Musk?
Zuck. Zuck does jujitsu.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Elon Musk. Gross.
There's that picture of Elon Musk that was roundly lambasted, where he's like on his yacht.
Yeah.
And it's like in a bathing suit, and everyone's like the whole internet for like a week was like, what a disgusting body this man has.
Elon?
Yeah, and I was like,
and then he got
exactly
on Ozempic.
My body.
I was like, that's the body I want. I strive for that body.
But then now he's on Ozempic, so.
Everybody's on Ozempic.
Yeah, everyone in LA is on Ozempic.
I feel like if you're on Ozempic, cool, but you have to say it.
Yeah, what's
the
up
people? It's like all of a sudden I just lost 85 pounds, but
everyone.
It's natural. It's like, oh, it happened to coincide with this fucking magic drug that came out.
All these
just fucking say it.
I'm not doing anything different.
Yeah. It's like,
Just
get the
dieting.
fuck
It's like,
out
you're
of
not
here.
fucking dieting, Chloe. We know. You're shooting up. You fucking psycho bitch. Stop shooting up Ozempic and being like, I don't know, I have a trainer.
Yeah, get a coke addiction like an adult.
Yeah, grow up. Do some speed. Yeah.
Who do you? So you and Kim are you guys have a show together?
We have This Bitch, yeah.
But you also kind of just go do like your own thing.
Yeah, we have This Bitch podcast together, and then I have a solo podcast, Shank.
Right.
And so we
We
divide and conquer.
Do you guys ever fight?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We're always together. I mean, we also wrote a
Yeah.
script together last year, and that tested the friendship.
Big time. That's got to be like a.
Well, because we were podcasting together, and then we sat down to write a fucking movie.
Ugh.
We wrote a movie together.
How'd that go?
Oh, it tested our friendship. But then we recovered. We saved our marriage in Hawaii.
You guys fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. You went to Hawaii together, did no work, and just like hung out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
And
you
that
gotta-
and that was so
That's
fun.
a lot. You can't. I feel like I need almost like separation of church and state. We do so much together here. That's also kind of social anyway.
And it's also
That if we
but
were
it is
to-
really like it was really nice to just be friends,
Yeah.
like and not have to do work stuff,
Yeah.
and just be like, we're on a beach. This is why we started hanging out, because we like each other,
Yeah.
not because we have this thing that we're trying to do.
Were you at each other's throats at one point though?
Yeah, of course.
Well, you say of course,
I'll
but
call
like.
her a cunt, and she'll be like, "You're being a bitch." Can I say that on here? I don't know.
sure,
Your
go
face
on.
was. I was like, was that
No,
bad?
but I mean like in a genuine way, or like you're being a cunt, or like yo fuck you, you're being a cunt.
in a genuine way,
Oh.
in like
Oh
a.
no, I mean.
And we got into some real fights, but the thing about us is that we're not really passive aggressive, because I'm Puerto Rican too.
That's right. I forgot you're the Puerto
25%
Rican Jew. Yeah.
Puerto Rican. So
The Puerto Rican
you don't wanna
Jews, and
fuck
she's the
with
Puerto
me.
Rican Irish, right?
yeah, and I'm Irish too.
fucking
And I'm Irish
disaster.
too. So I go,
Ugh.
she looks all scary and shit, but I can check her. I'll be
I
like,
was
shut
gonna-
the fuck up.
That was my question though, because she also trains, right? Do you fight?
No,
But so, let's be honest.
she could kill me.
Okay, yeah. If it goes down, she's gonna break your
No,
neck.
absolutely, but that we're on the same team. I could put if another bitch fucks with me, I send Kim after her. That's the threat, or a man.
Yeah. I feel like at Bonfire, didn't she choke out Bobby Kelly?
Yes, dude.
She put him to sleep.
Really?
She
I
does
think she did.
triangles, umplatas.
Put him in the fucking chokehold and she put him to sleep.
Yeah, she's
He's a-
she's a blue belt.
Those sound like spells.
I know. I
There's a
just,
triangle un plata.
she told me that, and I'm all proud of myself because I'm like naming the moves. Those are the only moves I know: triangle and umplata, and I don't even know if I'm saying them right.
Yeah, no, she does not seem like one to trifle with.
Yeah,
But I mean, Puerto Rican Jew
we're
is,
like sisters at this point.
you got two sides of you that are equally as scary, and
I'm Puerto Rican, Jew, Irish.
those three are fucking crazy.
Not to be fucked with.
Yeah. I mean,
I identify
those
as
three
a
things
6-foot male.
those three things at their stereotypical worst is like, watch out.
Yeah.
If that hurricane all comes together at once, fuck.
That's gonna be the toughest
Tasmanian
for your
devil.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
For any boyfriend you ever have, where you're like, God, we can't go outside because I'll have to fight somebody.
I'm
Yeah,
so-
you,
The
are
thing
you
is, I'm
you strike
sweet.
me big time as a girl who's like, you gonna fight that guy or what? Like I'm gonna pick a fight and then you have to pick up the pieces.
Well,
Well,
my boyfriend now is strong, so if I started a fight, he could handle it.
and
In the past, I wouldn't start fights because I know that the guy I was dating it would be too much.
dude, that's the worst. You're dating a crazy bitch and she won't pick fights because she knows you're scrawny. Oh, that's the most emasculating thing ever.
Very, very I had like a thing where I liked scrawny men for a very long time.
Wow.
Times have changed.
Sounds like times are good though.
Times
Sounds
are
like
better.
good.
Yeah.
All right, so you're on the road.
I'm on the road.
and
I'm
you
in
got the
LA.
podcast?
Yeah. I'm
check out-
at the Comedy Store. Became a paid regular last year,
Let's
so I'm
go.
there all the time.
Mothership, Comedy Store,
Mothership,
this
Comedy
bitch,
Store,
Shank,
Yeah.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Movie.
Movie.
Yeah, when's
we
the
wrote
movie
a
coming out?
movie. We're trying to sell it right now.
Let's go.
How does that work? Like
You're asking the wrong bitch, okay? All I know is that we
what does
decided
I'm trying to sell a movie mean? Is it mean like you wrote a movie and you're like,
You got to get to like
we
an
developed
agency,
it with our managers together.
yeah.
Me and Kim.
and then you're trying to get in front of like a studio exec.
Yeah, we're sending it out right now.
And All right. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
You got
Thank
it.
you. It was
This is
really
great.
fun.
Thank
Loved
you
it.
very
Enjoyed
Thank
it.
you guys so much. Is that it?
Yeah.
That went by so fast.
Yeah.
Can you follow me at Princess Shank?
Yeah.
Princess Shank.
Princess Shank.
All right. Thank you, Gabe.
Hell yeah. That was fun.
All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Click that button.
Or I'll cut off my finger.